Welcome back to Copperhead Customs. Today we are back on our 28 Oakland and we gonna see if we can make some crocodile leather door panels. Stick around, see if we can pull anything off. All right, a Rooney. So the plan today is we want to make a panel in here and over there. We want to make a panel for the back and we want to make our two door cards. Now, what are we using? We are going to use real crocodile leather that we cut up off of a couch. That's right, we picked up it would have been $30,000 to $50,000 crocodile leather lounge suite or couch or whatever you want to call it, and we chopped it all up for the leather. Now, if you were to go back in the back catalogue of videos when you finish, you will see where I make the seat, which is over there in covered up, that we will put in here where I make the seat out of an old seat and I make all the croc leather and refoam it, etc. Now today we're going to make some door cards. So can we pull this off? We don't know. But what our plans are is we have bought this, I don't even know what you'd call this, standard MDF they're calling it. So little thin MDF boards. We've bought a few of them. And we've bought some screws and a drill bit. I couldn't get the interior little countersink domed type washers that I wanted. We'll try to find them later. So the plan is we're going to cut some panels to suit. So we'll cut one that suits there and the one on this side over here. Then we'll cut one that goes across the back. Okay, then we'll cut one for each door as well. Then the plan is, we also got some contact adhesive. Then we're going to go grab our leather, bring our leather down, which already has a special little pattern sewn into it. So we'll get our leather, see if we've got pieces big enough. Otherwise, we'll have to sew them together. But if we've got some big enough, we'll just cut them to size and we'll use our contact adhesive. We will spray it on the board, wrap them up, etc. We'll show you how to do, we don't do that. Then we will drill some holes and we will screw our boards to this. So hopefully that's the plan. That's what we're going to attempt. Woo. One of the two. So anyway, hopefully that works. Then what we will do is we will grab our seat and we'll bolt our seat back in if it all goes to plan. And also we will probably look at maybe whacking some gauges in there and maybe making our last little kick panels, and that will have our cab nearly buttoned up. We might throw a bit of paint across here too while we're at it quickly, and we'll see how we go for time. That's probably all we'll do. We may sand some patina back onto this, we don't know. I doubt we'll get to that. But the plan is, let's get this interior done, and so we're going to end up with this beautiful crocodile leather interior for basically no outlay at all. So here we will just show you one little piece. This is one of our extra seat cushions. So here is our leather, our beautiful croc leather. It's been sitting in the shed for a while, so it needs a bit of a clean. And there's our seat under there. Another cushion, there's our seat down there. So anyways, you'll get to see that a bit later. So, let's get started. Alrighty, our first port of call will be, we'll just put a couple of marks where we would have to cut this. Now, just mark that on there. We'll probably take that down a couple of mil on this top edge. Now what I'm going to do here is, this piece is actually curved through here. So what I'm going to do is, hopefully this will work. We're just looking for, usually I'm going to use the tape measure as like a little spacer block. I'm going to run this along the sheeting here. Should kind of give us the curvature. And we'll just extend that, something like that. And that little curved line basically should be this piece notched in. So we'll cut that first. Not quite sure how we're going to cut it yet, but we'll work that out in a minute. Then we will basically get a measurement for there and do the same type of thing over on that side, I think. Actually, we can probably use our offcut for the other side and see if we can get this one panel cut to size. See how we go. Okay, there is our back panel. So we've cut it, I don't know, 1/3 of an inch, say. It's nearly 10 mil, 8-10 mil down from the top edge here, but remembering when we wrap the leather around, top and bottom, it will fill a bit of that up, but I don't want it dead flush. I want it actually just down a little bit. Hopefully it ends up on the bottom of the curve of the metal would be nice. Same with around here, we've left a mil or a couple of mil. I don't know, what do you call that, a 1/16 maybe? 1/16 of an inch for the Americans that deal in the imperial system. Space around all this for the leather material. Now what we will do is, this can be screwed into the top, but we've also got the diagonals which run, I think, like that. So once this is off, we'll mark where they are, and then we'll come in and we'll screw a couple in there like that. And we'll probably just have, I don't know, 4 or 5 across the top, a couple in that diagonal, and that will probably hold it. And then we'll make our piece here, which will basically just have some across there and some in there, and that should all be sweet. They'll just hold themselves into place. So I'll go inside now and dig out the leather. what we've done. We've got little matey here. Yes, we've done the door cards. They will sit there, all sitting nicely. Boom, boom. All labelled, both door cards. We've done the, I don't know what you'd call those ones. We've done them as well. So we've got all that panels made. Back here, please. And now we'll take them up. Put some leather on them. We cut these with an angle grinder. That's one way of doing it. So, Chino, let's go. Take them upstairs and put some leather on. What do we think? What do we think about that? Woo! What do we think about that? Woo! What do we think about that? Woo! I don't know, that's pretty cool, isn't it? Hey, so these were the backs of the lounge suite. Okay, so this is croc leather. This is like the belly leather off the croc. And this was on the back of the lounges, so it was already patterned up. And hey, that looks like that I've gone and sewn all these special door cards up and paid $1 million for that. And all we did was chop up a lounge suite. So we've got the other door card made. We're about to do that. So all we did was we just drilled a couple holes, put some screws in, bang, that is it. Finished product. That's it. That's that door done. That's how it's going to be. It's beautiful. We've run out of contact adhesive, so we can't do these little pieces till tomorrow. We're going to have to go buy some. And I'm not quite sure. I've got to go digging around with my leather and see what I've got, see where all my leather is. I can't find it. To work out what we want to do, matching pieces. So I've got one more piece of this, and I have to do one with this, and then I've got another piece. So yeah, but I want them to match, I think. So we've got to find... we've got a tub of this somewhere, this leather. But hey, that looks pretty cool, doesn't it? So I'm going to go drag the seat out in a minute. Once I've done this one, I'm going to go drag the seat out. And on these bolts, what I'm thinking of doing is getting some... I think we might get some nice stainless dome cap bolt nuts. We'll just trim these down a little bit and put a nice dome head on them. I think that would look cool. We painted our little spanners black and our shifter mechanism, our door latch mechanism black to blend that in a bit nicer. And I don't know. Drop your comments. Hey, drop your comments on this. So this couch cost me $50, yeah? 50 bucks. 50 bucks. So, and then we're looking at 20 or 30 bucks for that. You know, some screws, whatever, that's nothing. And the seat, well, the seat came with the car. It was a second-hand seat that had been chopped and changed, and I've just covered it. So basically our interior, we're going to have a full crocodile leather interior, and wait till you see the seat. If you haven't seen the seat, wait until that comes in tomorrow for less than $100. Hey, unheard of. Yeah, like you could go to your motor trimmer and spend 20,000 and it'll probably be a little bit better quality, but for $100, this is a rat rod, guys. We got croc leather in our rat rod. Woo! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! All right. Evil laugh. Let's get some more done. Woo! There it is. That one is done. So I think that looks beautiful. We need to give this a bit of a clean, don't we? Make that look a bit nicer. Got all that dust on it. Yeah, so bear with me. Leave that a wipe right now. Ooh, right, we're back. Right, that looks much nicer, doesn't it? Much nicer. So we got the woods. Okay, boom, boom. And then, sorry about that bump. On our running boards later that we have, we're going to put some wooden treads on them here. And then we've got the wood in the tray. So, boom, boom, boom. That's how that's going to work. We've got our beautiful, that looks beautiful, I think. I'm really happy. So we just got to do these little ones in the corner. Later, we adjusted we gave that a little pull, where that had pulled during the welding. So we've got that door opening and closing nicely, same as this one, bang. And if we come around on this one, we've got this one working again nicely like it used to, bang, hey. Ooh, now, here, what should we do here? I was thinking maybe if we get like a piece of metal, like maybe like a piece of exhaust tube or something, or a bit of PVC or something, and we put it on, you know, about this sort of diameter, and we just put a little tube there or something, maybe. Don't know. We probably need an indicator thing as well eventually. I don't know how that will work. About that later, I don't know. Whether we have to have cancellers or whether we can just put a switch on the dash. Obviously these will be like lights or switches along there. So anyway, we will look at that later. We got to, not tonight, it's getting nearly dinner time. So tomorrow we'll go get some contact adhesive and we'll do these back pieces. That will finish our leather. And then we got that, oh yeah, that needs a good clean. There's our seat, crocodile, beautiful. So we can get that in mounted. That goes into these bolts here, and it's like a tilt forward type arrangement. So we can look at that. Then we will go and dig through our boxes of gauges and find some gauges and die grind out. I think we've got to die grind out all the holes and put some gauges in it. Hey, that would be cool, won't it? And then what I'm thinking is probably using the block and tackle up there and probably hooking this up, and it's going to go for a big swing and whatever, and hooking this up and maybe getting it off this dodgy old table and putting it on the ground. And yeah, basically we'll have something done. Hey, it's come along pretty quick, hasn't it? We've got to get this pumped out because we've got heaps of work to do on our 38 Chevrolet. If you haven't seen our Chevy, it's outside there. You need to go check it out. It is bad A55. There it is. And we got parts coming in every day. We got parts coming in, so we're about to hit that hard. And woo, yeah. And then we got surprises on this coming very, very soon. There's a hint. And little mate said, he just said, let's go, it's knock off time. All right, see you in the morning. yeah. How good, peoples? Can you see my vision now? So we've got the Autometer black face gauges in. How cool are they? Hey, perfect. We just have to change the bracket on the speedometer as it's been trimmed. They were in my fiberglass 32 Ford cab. So they're the gauges from there. Beautiful. So we had to die grind all the holes a little bit, and we had to oblong the left-hand side hole. We had to make bigger, but they're all in and beautiful. Hey, that looks wicked. It really suits this car. I had them, and I had got a box of gauges, yeah, and I had these other Autometer silver face ones, but the black ones with the black dash I thought was perfection. We've got the cab on the ground, of course, as you've seen. Our doors are all working perfectly. It really needs to be up on some blocks for the doors to work nicely. We did our rear kick panels. We put our seat in. Hey, check that seat out. How good. So the seat's a tilt seat, yeah, and then it also, the little lever here folds it as well. But there's our rear, I don't know what you'd call them, our little quarter panels, rear quarter panels. And then under there would be our trapdoor. So our brake thing will be a little bit painful, but so be it. Hey, now we've done this. The cushions can come in or out. These ones at the back are velcroed on, these headrest ones. So if you don't like them, you grab them and throw them in either behind the seat or in the tray. I think I like the lumbar ones, but I don't know if I was a fan of the head ones. But man, it looks cool, doesn't it? Hey, how comfy does it look? And it is very, very comfy seat that I made there. Watch your ears. We'll do the other one. Oh, yeah. We got to bolt this on, but we're going to pull that off because we got to make a little thing here. So other than putting in some switches and lights and those other holes, we've got to do our kick panel. So we'll do them in the morning. Our little kick panels down there. I think we're going to do them out of a white coloured sign. So I don't know if I've got. No, I haven't got anything here to show you what I meant. But yeah, like a keep left, white and black sign. Anyways, what I'm thinking. We've got enough leather. We could wrap them in leather. I'll have a think about that, whether we should do them in leather or just do them in a sign. Because we've got enough wood over there too. We've got still got a piece of the board. We could actually just make a board, wrap them in leather. Yeah, I'll have a think about that tonight. Anyway, that's pretty productive. We had a few things to do externally. I had to go help a mate with his car, and we had to go into town and get a few things. Oh, and we also put these stainless domed nuts on our bolts there to make them look a bit nicer. Yeah. Hey. Oh yeah, I reckon this looks pretty cool. So what we'll do though, tomorrow we'll do those kick panels. Then I think we'll get the tub down off the table, and we'll stick the tub here at the back here. And hell, we might even shuffle this back a little bit, and we'll see. We might even lay the guards out there or something too. But at least put the tub there, so we can start to have a bit of a look of what it looks like. And I'll probably just start putting drop sheets over it. We'll leave it here, and I'll just put drop sheets over it, I think. Ooh. Oh yeah, that's a happy dance, because I am happy. Anyway, little matey, he's cracking it, because as you can see, it is dark. Well, it doesn't look it, but it is actually pitch black. But the camera actually lightens it up. Well, it'll be pitch black in about 5 minutes. So I've got to get him inside, and I will see you in the morning. Right, it's the next day. Now you would have just seen I quickly made a little template out of some, it's not cardboard, it's not paper, it's sort of thick paper. So I just made a little triangle template. I actually made it originally squared off. Two things. One, was it really giving me much difference? Not really. And two, then I couldn't get the two pieces out of the one sign. So, and me being me, I didn't want to waste two signs on them. So we turned them back into triangles. I hummed and hawed about folding the lip or not. In the end, I've done one and I decided to fold it. So you can't actually put that in my folder. I need to maybe change my folder and put like maybe have a slit in it so that I can put pieces of metal or something. I don't know. You know how you'd normally unbolt a piece. Yeah, on the bought one. Well, I can't do that on mine. But anyway, that's what we've made. Now what I found was, I don't know if you can see at the front there. I'll zoom you in. Boom. If you can see the front there, how the sign's cracked, yeah? So what I did at the back half is I just scored it with the grinder, but I think this time what I'll do is I'll just score it with the scriber, because the sign is like a, I don't know, it's like a laminate or something on top of the aluminium. It cracked when I folded it, so this time we scored one with the grinder. That worked, but I think I'll just score it with a knife or something. We fold them over, a couple little trims here and there, and that's going to be that. We'll drill some screw holes and screw them in, and that should be that. So yeah, easy stuff, hey? Quick template, trace it on, cut it out, fold it, boom, done. All right, let's keep going. Okay, there we go. What are we thinking, ladies and gentlemen? We've brought our bed, you call it, tray, tub, whatever you want to call it. We've brought that down and uncovered it so people could have a look. We've still got to do some brackets. As you can see down there, the little bracket we made there. We've got to do some more brackets like that will mount the guards. I'd say the rear guards have to be mounted, and we still need to make some mounts on the chassis for that. So that's how that is working. It's all painted black with a roller. I don't know if you can see the texture. You can see the texture there, yeah. So that's done with a roller, so we get that texture. That's the look I wanted. We got the wood in. Whether we run some LED strips in there, I don't know. I probably won't. I'm not quite sure about that yet. We'll just leave that like that. We'll have a fuel filler over there somewhere, I think, because I think the tank's going to be mounted underneath, so we've got to work out a fuel filler later on, but that's all just later on. On here, on our cockpit, we'll call it, yes, we did our kick panels. I think they turned out pretty nice in the end. They look pretty good, I think, and the other ones over there, I think that light worked, the white ones. And we've got that little bit of reflective material, which I thought was just a pretty cool little feature. We've got our gauges in, autometer gauges. So we've got a water, temp, oil pressure, fuel gauge, a voltmeter, and our speedometer. There's our little rear vision mirror, vintage rear vision mirror we got. I think it's a Lucas or something. We just taped these so we could get a look. There's a chrome strip that goes there as well, just so we could see what it looks like. Our seats all done. The beautiful croc leather. I like it without this one. It's more comfy for me. My mate sat in it. He likes it with it. The seat is ridiculously comfortable. This car is going to be absolutely wicked to drive, I think. Got our door cards done. All our panels that you can't even see are done. We've got the wooden tray. Got the wooden door handles. Got the wooden steering wheel. Down here will be our running boards later, with a couple of pieces of this wood on them. Hey, starting to get there, isn't it? So we've got it on the ground. It's looking the part, isn't it? Hey, so that's sort of, I've sat it down like that so we can get a bit of a motivation to finish this one. There's the chassis for it, if you didn't know. There's the chassis. Jag front, jag rear. Chassis all done, just needs to be welded out. Once that's welded out and the rear end installed, basically that can then come over and this can be put on. Mount the fuel tank, mount the tub, start mounting guards and what have you. The motor over there, 302 Ford Cleveland, that can be put back into it. Yeah. Like I've said, it's closer than what people would think. And it's pretty cool. So this one should drive beautiful, have a bit of power, handle superbly. It is so comfortable in there. With all of that, malarkey said, drop your comments on what you think of what I did. $100 interior basically. And I reckon pretty cool. Anyway, you drop your thoughts on in the comment section of what you think about it. And I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. See you next week.